Hello everybody and welcome back to Nancy Drew the Silent Spy. We are just gonna get right into it. Last time, Moira, I guess our mom's friend, was kidnapped, and now we are in the safe house of Nancy's mother and Moira's. Well, we're in Scotland too, so yeah, here we go. So we just got into the safe house. Is that what it's called? Let's see what kind of things we can find. Ooh, shiny! Okay, anything clickable here? I guess not yet. There will be, though. Let's see here. Let's see. Turn around. Okay, sorry. Wait, did I just see something shiny? What did I get? That was weird. Did you hear that? Ooh, there's like... Oh, I bet you, like, the stone thing we saw, it's, like, clickable, right? Or is that just me? There's a fish, I don't know. What's clickable here? Can we go through the chest and be nosy? Like, let's see what we can do. Like an umbrella. Watch this. Ooh, there's a TV. There's like a little chest thing that I can't interact with, but I can interact.
Notice notes mention something about tuning in. I should figure out what station she meant.
I don't think I found that code yet. Ooh, shiny. Money, money, money. Mary, Queen of Scots. Ooh, fireplace plastic. Excuse me. Codes of treason. After being forced to abdicate her throne to her 1-year-old son James in 1567, Mary, Queen of Scots, fled Scotland. She sought refuge in England, presuming that her cousin, Queen Elizabeth, would assist her in reclaiming her Scottish throne. She was mistaken. Elizabeth had no heir of her own, making her cousin Mary the next in line for the throne of England. Elizabeth's right to the crown was under question by certain Catholic factions, who believed Protestant Elizabeth was an illegitimate child of Henry VIII, and therefore unfit to rule. Under their reasoning, this left Catholic Mary with the strongest claim to the English throne. When Mary arrived in England, Elizabeth had her cousin imprisoned. Mary spent the next 19 years under house arrest. I wonder how bad the house arrest was, though. Like, if you're like a royal. I don't know. Believing she was meant to be the ruler of England, Mary eventually conspired against Elizabeth. The Babington plot, as it became known, was planned through coded correspondence between Mary and Anthony Babington. The letters were intercepted by Elizabeth's spies, who successfully decoded the... Hello? You hear that? What is that? Sounds like a parrot dying. The letters were intercepted by Elizabeth's spies, who successfully decoded the nomenclator cipher used by Mary and her conspirators. The proof was irrefutable, and Mary was convicted of treason and sentenced to death. It took multiple strokes to complete the job when Mary was beheaded on February the 8th. She was beheaded? I didn't know that. I mean, I guess that's the only way of execution back in that time. Well, there's also the hangings, but I don't know. I went down this like spiral a couple weeks ago where like it's this lady and she does like recreations of what people's faces are supposed to really look like, and I'm like absolutely obsessed with it. And they've been talking about like Elizabeth and Mary, but I didn't know this. Okay, sorry. So I guess this is the codes of treason. So I'll probably need this at some point. Fireplace plastic. What was the date on that? Can I use it? 1567? Oh, it's like... Okay, so it's how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. I was gonna say letters. It's numbers. It's numbers, Savannah. Okay, I'm getting into it. Don't worry. My brain is warming up. It's getting ready to think. What is this? Fate, I guess? Okay, so I can't really, like, interact with too much in here right now, I guess. Didn't I have, like, a book? Where was that one thing that I had? Where it showed the, oh, there it is. Okay, so we have this, which I assume is the fireplace, and these are all supposed to be interactive, I guess? I just have to figure out what I'm spelling. Okay. So maybe let's go to the other... I think there's like another house we can go to, because there's nothing really I can interact with here, so... Let's see what else. I don't want to go to the station. What is this place? Bray Arena. Anybody here? Hello? So I guess this is like our target practice, I assume?
Let's give this a shot.
Oh god. Ah! Okay, it could have been worse. Come on. Okay, I'm getting better, guys. Okay. Am I supposed to be trying to, like, beat some sort of, like... No! Okay, I'm getting too confident. I'm getting way too confident. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, that was so good! Oh, that was so good! Okay, 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 okay. No! Okay.
Not bad. Bet I can get an even higher score.
Where am I? Oh, right here. Nancy. Okay, so I need to beat this. I will immediately. Oh yeah, her mom's name is Kate. I forgot about that. I guess that's how I get this bow.
Must be a way to get this open.
Yeah, by winning. By being a winner in life. Thank you very much. Okay, what else can I interact with? Ooh.
Looks like it's missing a part.
That's pretty cool. Let's terrorize the neighbors with it. Okay, so... What kind of plaid is that? I wonder if I have to figure that out. What are these kettlebells? Wow, they were getting swole up in here. Let's take all of our angst out on this dummy. Stupid. Dummy. God. Anyways, so there's all of this. I don't really know where to go forth with this. TBH, so... Let's see. Enter the correct code in the TV. What do we have to do? Explore the...
That's done.
Okay, so I explored all of the cabins, so that's good to know. Track down more information about Mom's past with
Haven't done
Cathedral. Explore the hotel courtyard, I still need to do that. Follow Moira's instructions to escape the safe house.
That's done.
Okay, did that. Open the locked box in Moira's safe. Still have to do that. Figure out how to use Mom's... Wait, did I do that?
Still have to do that.
Okay, figured out how to use Mom's note in the Queen Mary's book. Enter the correct code into the TV. Explore the training building. Have I done that yet?
Haven't done that.
I probably have to unlock that. Let me try to unlock that bow then. That might be what I need to do to say that I got it all. Ooh, what's this? Mastering the bow, a beginner's guide to archery. Bow types, longbow, recurve, and compound. Nice to know. I want to be an archery queen. The Great Highland Bagpipe, Scotland's national instrument. Huh. So there's a chancer, a blowpipe, a drone, and a bag. Oh, I bet you this, like, unlocks something. The code. Oh my gosh. That's exciting. Can't look at that. This is so cool. Okay. Anyways, let's try to get our high score to see if that unlocks it. So we need 37. Okay, got a 15 there. Almost a bullseye. Okay, not bad. I need a 37. Oh god. Oh, I don't know why I get so anxious about this. Okay, not bad. 25. Why do I get so anxious? I don't know. Okay. 35? Yes! I did it. I did it. I did it.
Pretty pleased with this development.
So am I. I got so hype about that. Now, did I explore it? Okay, I did. I explored all of that. Enter the correct code into the TV. I haven't seen anything that I would consider the code. I wonder what I use the bow for. Oh, I'm so excited. And then what piece is the bagpipe missing? Oh, I guess this part? The little end piece? Okay. Can I cut this dummy? Like a street fight. I brought a knife. Oh, they're shears. Oh. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm like getting into my street fighting mode. Okay. So maybe let's go back and see if we can learn anything else. I don't think... Let's go back and see if we can find anything interesting, I suppose. Can I talk to him again? What's his name again?
Tell me something good.
Why are you still hanging out here?
I'm a big fan of announcements. And I gotta love a shrill beep now and again. Wait for it. Ah?
Who doesn't?
I need to kick off at a second sometimes, and I get sick of rushing over. Then, it grew on me. I like watching travelers, trying to imagine the worlds they carry with them in their heads, and I got a thing for the crumpets here. I think I could have been a great professor of psychology, but I never could sit in a chair, now could I?
Have you been sending me messages?
No, and the way you say that makes me think these aren't your standard messages.
You could say that.
If anyone is threatening you, I need to know right now.
Why?
Because common courtesy.
Common courtesy.
I
That is
don't find
correct.
that particularly reassuring since I'm not sure who is after me.
Right, I've been meaning to ask you about that.
Right now, you and I have about the same amount of information. And unless you actually know something...
Eh?
Eh?
See
Okay.
you around.
Not much that I
Goodbye.
got from him. Okay. Anything else interesting? Probably not. I wonder what, like, you eventually can unlock from these. Can I go out here? Probably not. Ooh! Well, hello. I didn't... Oh my god. What is this and what are those? I'm, like, so amused by this. Okay, sorry, I got way too excited about that. Okay, so let's go ahead and go out here and see if there's anybody to interact with. Maybe we can get some more information. Let's talk to
Where
her.
were you? I wasn't sure if you had a party or if you got murdered.
Okay.
Either way, it would have been nice to be invited.
I went to spend a little time at a cabin.
Who just goes to a cabin by themselves? Shut up! Did you bring Alec?
You know Alec?
I know he's not into me, but now I see why.
Alec did not come with me. And how do you know about him anyway?
I'm not here to judge.
There's nothing to judge.
Let me check the docket. May I refer you to the case of Tree versus Nancy and Alec? Tree alleges K-I-S-S.
Ugh, enough!
Oh, fine, I believe
Nancy
you.
has a man,
I'm just
okay?
jealous. ING.
Girl, you bother me a
Talk to you
little
later.
bit. I'm not gonna
See
lie
you
to
later.
you. Okay, so have I explored...
That's done.
Okay, so I explored all of the hotel's courtyard. So now I just need to track down more information about Mom's past with Cathedral, open the locked box in Moira's safe, figure out how to use Mom's note in the Queen Mary book. Queen Mary book? What? Yo, now I'm bamboozled. Fireplace? Oh! Okay, listen, Linda, listen. I never said I was a pro. That's why we're on amateur. I only have 2 cents right now. I'm struggling. Okay, let's go back to Loch Lomond. Girl, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's on me. That's on me. That is on me.
I need
Okay.
to figure out how to press these stones in the right order.
I need to spell plastic. So I'm gonna take a photo of this because I don't feel like pulling it up and then taking it down. Okay? Thank goodness for the 21st century and our phones. You know what I mean? Okay, so P L A S. Where's T? T. I. And then where's C? E. Yes! Okay, so what do we have here? We have here.
I need to figure out the password.
The password is banana. Yeah, I don't think I've seen anything like that. Enter the correct code into the TV. I'm gonna use my hands, I don't care. The case notes from Moira's safe said to tune into the Declaration of Arbroath. Find something that will clarify this bit of Scottish history. Arbroath? I don't think I've read anything about that, right? Arbroath. Declaration of Arbroath. Arbroath? Arbroath. Oh, would it be here? Wait. Oh. April 1320. April 1320. April 1320. Okay, sorry. April 1320. So 04/13/20. 04/13/20. What the heck? Well, that was interesting. Okay.
Did that.
Did that, I guess.
Nancy, come see me. I've put a card in your safe. Your password is your room number times the price of a serving of haggis at the deli outside the hotel.
Why?
Why not?
Nancy, I made it through all right and am back home. The situation here is worse than I had feared. If you're staying, be careful and keep your head down. So it was really quick before I forget. My room... Oh, my pen's dry. Room times haggis is what he said, right? Okay, I gotta write this stuff down because otherwise I will be like, wait. I asked very nicely at the... Oh, I already read that one. Okay. What's in here?
Jabberwocky. I knew that was important.
Remember what we used to say. If ever we need to run, beware the Jabberwock, my son. Thinking of that poem today and the colorful language. I'm stuck, and you're stuck listening to me think out loud. The name means something. Colony. Colony. I've looked at every colony I could think of. Maybe the name is the joke, or maybe it's a reference to how colonists come in small numbers with superior technology and authority, and they take over. Or maybe it's bees. Maybe it's a way to kill the queen and keep the hive, not the literal queen. If there are MI5, is that MI5, I guess? Not M15, MI5 eyes on this, nobody panic. It's a metaphor. Or would it be if it made more sense? What I keep coming back to are those events I knew I was onto something when I started following the story at the Standard. I knew I was really onto something when Cathedral was as interested as I was, but that was years back. Why haven't I figured it out yet? I have a fever. I do some of my best and worst thinking with a fever. You know that. This is either the former or the latter. No clue. Why did it stop so suddenly? That's what scares me. Pretend you're a bad guy for a second. You now have this ability to make groups of unrelated strangers react in a somewhat predictable fashion. You spend years perfecting it, and then, once your proof of concept is completed, you're not going to just walk away from that. Now think about this and think about Colony, the ultimate attempt at a bloodless coup. Remember when we sat in on the epidemiology report? It takes about 20% of the population to become infected at the same time to cripple a city. I need to sleep. Thinking about future uses of Colony. I need to. It's my job, but I hate it. It's too terrible. Give a man a hammer, he'll build a house because he can. Give that same man a sledgehammer, he'll knock the walls out of the house because he can't help himself. I knew this reminded me of something. The way Revenant acts, the way they play with people. Remember the article I wrote about Edward Bernays, the pioneer of public relations? I know you remember because you begged me to shut up about it, but I was stuck on it. Sigmund Freud's nephew takes everything he learns from his uncle and applies that understanding of human weakness in a very large-scale manner. Bernays knew that what drives us, and he taught advertisers how to harness and redirect those drives to the highest bidder. You know that feeling you have when you need something at the store but can't figure out why. That's him. What if someone wanted to harness that same power but on a larger scale? What if someone wanted to redraw the map of the world without wars? By just convincing us we need to do whatever it is we're told. I know I sound crazy. I used to think Revenant was crazy. But what if I'm right? What if they really are experimenting? A way to wage war without war would be noble if it weren't so scary at the same time. I'm running now. Put the scientist and family on a plane, play the pipes, read the letters as they appear from left to right. It's done. I stopped it. Plus, R pulls out of the city. I'm in a huge... Wait, until R pulls out of the city, I'm in huge danger. You are too. If they find me, you have to burn everything. Not even the agency can be trusted. Take it all offline. You'll be caught and they'll burn you, but you know you owe me this. If I'm not around to drive all the nails into Colony's coffin, you have to. At cafe you hate, leaving through the kitchen. Live or die, this is goodbye. Live or die, this is goodbye. Okay. No active connection. Password. Ew. Is it Jabberwocky? Jabberwocky? Is that how you spell it? No. Oh, that's how you spell it. Wait. It's right there down there. Jabberwocky. No. Dang it. I thought I was onto something. Enhance. Okay. Get the key for my room and check in with Ewan. Ewan?
Did that.
Okay, checked out that.
Haven't done that.
Oh, there's a vault in the cabin. Open the lockbox in Moira's safe. Track down more information about Mom's past. Okay. What is this? It looks all so official. This is coolio, I guess. So I saw what I wanted there. Go back home. On the road again. What's my room key? What's my room number? I thought I had a room key. What's my room number? I guess I gotta go up here to see. Oh wait, oops. Whoops. What floor was I on? Hello? I'm confused again. Story of my life. I don't remember what floor I was on. Was it 4? 2, 1, 3, 5, 7. Oh, 7. What's my room number? 727. Okay, so 727. I probably should have looked at the haggis first. Oh well. You live and you learn. Is it here? No. Is it in my drawer? Maybe? No.
My luggage. Alec must have had it delivered.
Oh my god, how nice.
Wait a second. Mom's stuff is missing. Did Alec take it?
Okay, we're throwing hands. We're throwing hands. You know he hired that person. You know he did. Let me go look for the haggis. Ah, let me out of this.
What's that? That is not normal. I need to take a closer look at her room.
I'll get the binoculars and be nosy as ever. No problemo. Let me go get that haggis price, though. Good to know I'm on the freaking 2nd floor, though. How much is haggis? Haggis! Haggis times 5. What is that? I don't want to do math. Excuse you. Nobody asked. 727 times 727 times 5. 36, 35. 36, 35. 36, 35. 36, 35. There's a penthouse. I want to see the penthouse. I hope I could see the penthouse.
What did Ewan say was the code to get in here again?
3635. Yeet. Glaucus Lodge elevator service. Okay. Okay, so I guess we're gonna go to the elevator and put this key card in.
I need to use the keycard Ewan gave me to activate this panel.
Yeet.
That's new. It must be part of Cathedral security.
I suppose.
Ah,
Howdy.
Nancy, what's up? Pretty impressive, huh?
Are you my Cathedral contact?
My code name is Ewan. And before you ask, no, I did not choose it. Would have chosen something better. Shadow, Blizzard, or some better word
Like
that doesn't
Black
resemble a
Saber.
name you'd give a horse.
Can you look into Alec Fell for me?
Aye.
Look at that sick shirt. It reminds me of like a Guy Fieri shirt, and I'm living for it.
Do you have anything that could help me keep an eye on Bridget?
Well, not as such. Unless you're not afraid of heights now, are you? Check this out. Find a bow, and you can use this to zip across the courtyard.
Oh, well, I have
it's
a
not
bow.
safe, but it is fun.
I don't know if I'd call that fun, but sure. I also love this. Feels like Wikipedia graphs, doesn't it? I don't know why I think this is so funny. I don't know.
Why was the attack centered on Glasgow?
We wondered that as well. It took us too long. We had that special vanity that made us think our lives were more important than anyone else's. And that blinded us to the obvious. It was Glasgow because someone here wanted to play a risky game. When Revenant sees someone they think could be pointed in a direction they find advantageous, they drop a trail of breadcrumbs.
I'm like the pigeon just following it, or like a little duck.
Is there anything you could tell me about Bridget?
That girl upstairs, I ran her background on a hunch.
And?
Nothing. Try not to let her become collateral damage. She seems sweet.
Is Cathedral a part of MI5?
It is, and yet it is not.
I understand.
And yet you don't. I love duplicity. And yet,
You hate it.
there's my girl. I like your style.
But
No, I genuinely do.
what exactly do you do here?
In the intelligence game, the dumb ones get manipulated, and the clever ones get buried.
And the particularly clever ones?
Well, they win, of course. But that's most likely not you. No offense, it's not me either.
Cool.
The creepy messages I'm getting on my phone. Who do you think is sending them?
I've been trying to track the source of the message. Grats await the mysterious stranger who coded that monstrosity.
Okay.
Do you know who Kate Drew was?
Aye, we all do. I know she's your mom. You can call her that.
So she really wasn't a reporter?
She was, and was quite good. But she was also one of ours.
A spy?
Aye.
What or who was she spying on?
Figured you'd want to know. I gave you basic clearance on the archives. There is a station set up.
Ooh, information. Information is power.
How did my mom stop the attack?
Your mother isolated the man who was orchestrating the attack. And of course he knew nothing, and had nothing that could lead back to Revenant. All he could say was whatever he needed had a way of appearing. And the same person never visited him twice. No one knew what they were bringing him, or why. It was perfectly and alarmingly decentralized.
Interesting.
So what exactly does Revenant want?
Back in the days of mud huts and the like, some years the harvests would be light. Sometimes, when that happened, two kings would meet and plan a war to thin their flocks. Then, no one would ever know of their failures.
Okay.
That is what Revenant wants. They don't want to take over the world. They want to keep it.
Okay.
Why are you my contact?
In order to do my job, I have to have top information clearance. But I'm not an agent per se. Civilian liaison work often falls to me. If you're asking what that means, you may not like the answer.
May not?
Absolutely won't. You're not considered a player. You're considered an asset. You're more or less on your own. You get to chat with me, and that's it.
I kind of would want his job though, honestly. If I were in this, I don't want to be like in the field, like risking my life. I want to be like this person, just sitting back in my like Guy Fieri shirt, talking to random civilians, like, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm sure there's danger associated with it, but I feel like I would want his job.
Are you the one who sent me the message to come to Scotland?
No.
Do you know who did?
Nope.
Do you know why?
Yes, in fact I do. Someone thinks you have special insight into the secrets that were lost with Kate Drew.
I don't.
Well, perhaps you do. How about you get caught up on the basics first before making up your mind?
Who is Revenant?
We do not know exactly. That's just what we're calling him.
Oh, he's getting the
I'm
typing.
seeing a pattern.
That pattern is called Chaos. Simply put, they're the bad guys.
Less simply put,
In this game of cat and mouse, we thought we were the cat.
but you're the mouse.
We're the mouse. They're the trap.
What is your role with Cathedral?
I'm the watcher in the wires. I protect the status quo. And, for the time being, you.
What do you mean by protect the status quo?
Society rides on a rail, like a trolley. The rails are solid and modest and predictable. Those are your desk types. They get married, they have some kids, buy a house they can't afford, and never again are they unpredictable, or interesting, or alive even. But the catenary line, the third rail, that's what drives the world forward. People that have a charge running through them, they move the world forward.
Damn.
Or they try to destroy it. I make sure that won't happen.
An interesting
See you around.
perspective.
Bye.
Bye. I guess he gave me clearance to learn about my mama. Let's see. What's over here? Nothing. Ooh, this looks cool. What are those? Oh. Ooh, I don't know what to do with this, but that's pretty cool if you ask me. Wow. Okay. Wow, what is this? 69. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I'm literally a child, apparently. Okay, so I don't know what exactly I can do with that, but let's go over here really quick. Look at this cool spy stuff.
Spy gear.
Look at those boots. I bet they're made for walking.
It's locked.
Of course it's locked. Anything I can interact with here? No. Okay. What about over here? Nancy, this is your personal portal into the Cathedral archives. We can't release all information, but this should get you through some basics. Touch to start. Oh. Operative Kate Drew, Catherine Austin. Deceased, Project Colony, internal name Harrier. Challenge code CMYK0110. I feel like I might need that, so I'm gonna CMYK 0110. I feel like I might need that because I saw CMYK somewhere. Known associates: Lark, aka Myra Chisholm, DD Cathedral. Condor Carson Drew, civilian spouse. Kestrel Nancy Drew, civilian daughter. Special considerations: Lark is certified and requires no looking after. Harrier requests Condor be allowed restricted clearance, but briefed only as necessary, and that Kestrel was granted no clearance and was not to be briefed. Okay. What else can I click on? Operative Frank Hardy. Oh, he's a part of what? Notes: Operative Blank is known to this and other intelligence agencies. Trusted but not briefed. Strong connection to Kestrel. Oh my god. Operative Moira Chisholm McRae. Status: DD. What does DD mean? Designated driver. Okay, sorry. Project Wavebreak Colony. Internal name Lark. Condor Carson Drew, and Kestrel Nancy Drew. Let's see. Special considerations: dishonorably discharged. Details of discharge remain sealed. Records pertaining to her whereabouts are not to be requested or distributed. Let's see. What is this? Non-standard higher practice Kate Drew. Kate Drew first appeared at the Cathedral Radar on the Cathedral Radar following a series of articles she wrote for the Glasgow Standard. Oh my god, it's like so small. My eyes are like struggling. Her ability to cut through high volumes of information quickly becomes apparent as her career progressed. At this point, she was contacted by our agents. Kate was brought on board after only steps into what is generally a multi-step process when she was given a test subject specifically trained by a cathedral to interview. As far as the applicant is concerned, this interview is meant to test their ability to differentiate between stated facts, stated assumption, and stated disinformation. Before the interview progressed beyond the control portion, Kate had discovered the hidden cameras and microphone, and the true purpose of the interview. She was hired on the spot. It is recommended that Kate eventually move into field work, though her primary position with Cathedral will be as an analyst. Kate's ability to see the patterns in large data sets, paired with her intuition, make her an ideal asset. Her unique interaction style may make her a wildcat in the field, but more often than not, her blunt approach will give her direct access to difficult subjects. Ooh, what is this? I'm taking a picture of this. Taking a picture of that. Okay. Thank God for phones. Oh, my eyes. It's like my contacts are like mad at that writing. Operative Nancy Drew, status civilian, project not available, internal name Kestrel, known associate Condor, Osprey, Robin, Swift, and Magpie. Okay. No extreme skill set crossover with Harrier. Autodidacted with uncanny interrogation abilities and Harrier's knack for puzzling work and code breaking. Despite experience, Kestrel is not a professional. Do not expect full professional decision-making skills. Not combat ready. Note update. American Intel has obtained a partial address to Kestrel. Inspection indicates she may be believed to have access to sensitive information contained within her household. Note update. Kyoto, contact with source LM confirms suspicion that Kestrel may be manipulated by those who know her past. LM reports a fixation with a deceased member of family. Sparrow? Or Swit? What? LM reports Kestrel is driven to solve the case of the mother's death. Her actions are uninvited. The psychology here is clear to anyone looking and is on the whole a worrisome development. Further development necessitates investigation. This document will no longer be updated. Ugh, dog hair. Then there's this photo. Oh, how cute. Wow, Revenant's thing. Who are you? Oh, that's Bess. Okay. Anything else interesting that I want to read? Michael Chisholm. I guess that's Moira's deceased husband. Kate's last days. Nothing is known about Kate's last days before the car crash. Following her return trip to Scotland, she quickly went off-grid to pursue a set of leads that remain undefined. It is believed that she was instrumental in running the colony operation. Okay. Colony formula. The formula has been lost following the chaos of the colony event. Harrier was instructed to intercept the final formula if possible. It is not known if this formula was in fact preserved. The colony scientists, a number of scientists, were conscripted by Revenant. Only 2 have been properly debriefed following the event. One has since been found dead of seemingly natural causes. The other vanished without a trace shortly after Harrier's death. All involved scientists were eligible for placement and secure relocation. If the remaining biologist involved in the creation of the formula was placed in relocation, he may be currently a target. Okay. Alright, anything else interesting here? Who is this supposed to be? Oh, I could click on it the whole time! Look, it's Ned. Oh, so cute. Wow. Okay, well. Can I, like, check this one off yet? Wait.
Haven't done
Not that one.
Check.
Okay, so we finally did that one. Discover what's hidden within the vault in the cabin.
Haven't done that.
What's the vault? I don't remember what that is. Get the key for my room and check in
That's
with
done.
Ewan. Checked on the color copy of the Jabberwocky poem. Find a way across. I found a way to do it. Okay. Explore Cathedral's Field Agent Command Center.
Haven't done that.
What have I not explored? Track down the passwords for the locked entries in the archives. Okay. Interesting. Wow, look at how high-tech this looks. So... Can I ask for the keys? Sir?
Keep tabs on Bridget. See if you can get into her room.
Thanks.
What exactly was the colony operation?
The idea was simple. Manufacture a disaster. In this case, it was the release of a virus designed not to kill, but to incapacitate, pushing the city into a state of disaster. That's stage 1.
What's stage 2?
As far as we understood, if the Glasgow cell carried out the first stage, Revenant would take over.
Okay, what would they do next?
They'd send in support, put the city back on its feet, and in the days that follow, seize all positions of authority under the guise of emergency action. Drive the stake in the ground, so to speak, and never give back what was taken. The
Damn.
colony was a bit tongue-in-cheek, operations name-wise. It wasn't about shifting a population, it was about shifting power. It was about obedience.
Damn.
So why is the colony operation starting again?
Still not sure. Here's the theory. Just like the good guys figured out Revenant existed, so did some bad guys. And maybe they thought, what if we follow the old script? Will they show up and play their part? Which is pretty cute if you think about it. Almost like a seance to conjure a ghost.
I still don't understand why Revenant would want to carry out an attack like this.
They do not care.
That does not make sense.
They don't. They are playing the long game.
What long game?
I would kill to find out.
Damn.
It seems like Revenant was obsessed with getting the formula correct. Why?
The formula is important. Too deadly. Obviously a problem.
Yep.
Revenant will not show up unless you hit the sweet spot. They're interested in using this as a test run, not in racking up civilian casualties.
Yep.
Too easy to fight off, then it's just a cold. You need to knock 3/4 of the city under a pile of blankets. Then you're home free.
What about children, the elderly, people who are already sick?
You know, I don't want to think about that. Back to the formula. If the operation is running again, there is most likely a lab working on an approximation of the virus. Getting everything in place for when the proper formula is available.
Once it is, how long would it take to be unleashed?
Depends on a lot of factors. Quicker than anyone would like. If anyone can find the original scientist, or the original formula, it's a matter of time.
If they find both?
They'll have it ready almost instantaneously.
How do I get into the glass storage case?
The storage locking mechanism is half broken, and I can't get it to open unless it's all the way fixed.
If you get it back online, can I give it a try?
Knock yourself out.
Is it true that Revenant only allows others to act for them?
Let's hope so. If not, then we're terrible at our jobs. The truth is, we think they're us. Imagine what you could do with these resources if your aim went askew.
What does Revenant want?
The crazy thing is, what they want makes sense. Do not tell anyone I said that.
Not a popular opinion, I'm guessing.
That one rarely gets asked to the dance. What they want is to rewrite the rules of the world.
What do you mean?
Imagine if you got to rewrite the rules of society. Who gets what, who leads, who follows. I bet you'd make a lot of changes.
Right.
But as the lesson of every sci-fi movie where robots become self-aware states, in our flaws lie our perfections.
Okay,
See you
bye.
around.
Bye.
Bye, Guy Fieri. Okay, so let's go ahead and, like, yeet ourselves. Wait, let's look at that lock really quick.
It's locked.
Let me see the lock.
It's locked.
Let me see it, though. I want to see it. Okay. Let's go into that one girl's, room. Let's go be invasive. Ooh.
It's time for a new test.
Oh, God.
Put the lines on the trash compactor at the station, and you will be rewarded.
Oh, God. I don't want to do this anymore. Oh, right there.
Got it.
Cool. Woo! Let's go. Zip lining. Nobody's gonna see us. There's no way anybody would ever see us. Girl.
Need to be quick about this. Bridget could be back at any second.
This is a nice room, I guess. Pretty cool. Pretty coolio. Okay. Whew. Okay, we gotta hurry up. We gotta hurry up. We gotta hurry up. Okay. So, what can I see here?
All right. Let's see what Bridget's up to. This must need a specific pattern.
Oh no. Okay. Oh god. Let me. Oh god. Let me save real quick. Help! Oh god. Oh. Why is that a thing? Okay. Anyways. I'm just wasting time now.
This is straight up weird. She's tracking my movements? I think I better find out more before I confront her about this.
Inbound train in station, hotel arrival on time. In contact with locals, has marching orders from Cathedral. Cathedral is running in compartments. No one has an eye on local office. New contact established. McLorthan. McLorthan. Okay. McLorthan. McLorth. Oh god. Let me take a photo. Pose for the camera. Pose. Okay. I feel like that's what this has to do with.
Okay, I need to use the McLorthan pattern here.
Oh god. Oh Jesus. Okay, what's the first one behind everything? Okay, so... Oh god. Wait, so white... 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 White. And then we have... Blue... Oh, I'm so bad at this kind of stuff. And then... I'll just go ahead and do green as well and get that out of the way, because I know I'm probably being timed right now. And I'm a little stressed about that. I'm not gonna lie to you. So green and green. I'll have to redo the green, but that's okay. But it's better to, like, have it all laid out and then figure out the way in which I'm supposed to continue it. Oh, I have the photo right here. Are you joking with me? Okay, so what's incorrect? Oh, this whole thing needs to be white. No. No. No, it was the simplest thing. Okay, so blue, blue. Oh god, okay. So that, and then blue, 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 blue. Do our lighter ones. I know I'm on a timer right now. I know for a fact. I know it. I can feel it in my bones, quite honestly. So then orange, orange, green, green. Okay. And then green, green. Okay, so this blue needs to be over top. This, yeah. And then the yellow needs to be over top this. And, okay, so the blue, 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 over top this green, as well as this orange, orange, orange. Oh my god. Green, green, green is over, orange, green, blue. I sound crazy. Okay, and then this needs to be here like this, and then what overlays it is the yellow and the greens on both sides. My eyeballs are hurting. So we've got the blue, green, white, blue, white, yellow, white, blue, white, blue, white, orange, blue. Green, orange, green, blue.
What are you doing?
Ah, I'm so scared. Hi. Hello. Hi. Oh my god, that scared me. That scared me. Okay. We're fine. Guys, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're perfectly fine. Maybe I just didn't do these correctly was the problem. So we got that. Wait, so we gotta do the blue first and then black here and here, and then the white. Okay, so let's go horizontally first. So green, and then a green here, and a green here. Okay. And then we'll go with our orange, which is supposed to be here and here. We're a little bit more organized now, I think. Our blue stripes here, here, and here. Yeah. And then our yellows are going to be placed here and here. And we're going to have our turquoise here and here. Okay, so we have them all pretty much placed down, and now it's just about layering them correctly. So we'll start with our green. So the green is... Oops, that is supposed to be... Oh, no. Oh, God, I messed up. Oh, God, I messed up again. Okay. Okay. This looks correct. Something's missing. Oh, my God. Okay, now I'm panicking. Oh god, okay. Guys, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. This hurts my eyeballs a little bit, but that's okay. I'll survive, trust me. That looks correct. Now, this blue needs to be overlapped with the greens on top. And the yellow. That looks good. What about this? Green, orange, blue, red, blue, yellow, blue, red, blue. What's incorrect? What is not... What's not correct? Oh my goodness gracious.
Security! Help!
Frick! I feel like I was so close! Oh my god. Okay. I don't know how much I'm gonna skip on this. I don't know. I don't know. Blue, blue. Black, black. White. Red. Now let's be a little bit organized. Green, 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 and green. Okay. And then... Is that right? Is that 2 squares or 1 square? Oh yeah, I think it is supposed to be 2 squares. Never mind, don't mind me. I'm just wasting time apparently. So we got that, and then our oranges are here. One is blue again. Blue, 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 blue. Yellow, yellow. Turquoise, turquoise. Okay. If it's not turquoise, please don't hate me. Okay, I'm just a little stressed. I'm not going to be getting my colors correct, to be honest with you. So let's go ahead and put our greens where they're supposed to be, which is typically over top of everything. And these blues are over here. Okay. Guys, we're fine. Everything's awesome when you're part of a team. You know what I mean? So this blue line is completely under everything. This orange is supposed to be over it, though. So we'll do that. That. And redo the green line. Alright. What am I supposed to do? Okay, that looks correct. So that looks right. I'm totally gonna get busted again. I can feel it in my bones. I really can. This is where I'm stuck. Oh my god. So the green is supposed to be here. The issue is the blue here. What am I doing wrong? Do you see what the problem is?
Is she talking about a dead drop?
Thank you,
If I work
Jesus.
fast enough, I might be able to intercept the package.
Confirm second payment received on your end, waiting for your next move. Look behind the words of Burns. I fond kiss, I know the place. Turn and walk after the drop. My guy's skittish. Copy that. Link the drive to my account. Custom wiretap recognition program should be baked in hidden sector. Confirm before sending. I know what I'm doing, Z. We'll see if you do. Oh my god. Okay. Should I leave now? Probably. Let me save, because geez Louise. That was rough. I think I'm funny, so. I fond kiss, I know the place. Okay. I guess it's that bench area. Yeet! Oh my goodness. Girl, don't die on me. Okay, everybody, with that is going to be the end of this episode of Nancy Drew This Let's Buy. If you guys have not already, please make sure to subscribe so you can watch more of my videos. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!